Hello, Luke Baker. Today is Sunday, January 13th. It's NFL Sunday around here, and I'm going to be watching some of the playoffs. Got on my Stars Mill High School football shirt as well. But I got this little remote here because I'm out here by myself. I'm talking a little bit louder because it's a little windy today. And I just made some notes because I tend to ramble. And I don't want to ramble, I just want to get to the point and tell you some things, but I just want to let you know that I love you and I miss you and I can't wait to see you one day. Luke, quite honestly, I never thought that all the hate directed at me would prevent you, your sister, and your brothers from contacting me. There's a lot of things that have been said about me. I've heard some of them that you can't have contact with me because I'm a mean man, that I'm a felon, that if you contact me you're breaking the law. These things being told to you are lies. You can contact me anytime you want. Your mom has called me some down here, so she knows the phone number, plus I posted on these videos. You can email me when you want and if you want. I just want you to know it's not breaking any laws. All that is a lie. I've tried to have contact with you, and the only way I can contact you is through your home, through your mom, and that's not permitted by her, but not by the law, Luke. So I just want you to know that, and we're going to move right along. I love you very much, and I want you to recall some memories. I think you'll be able to, and I just want to share some thoughts with you, some different things. I wrote them down here, but always remember that I am your father. You are my son, and I love you very much. I'm the same person, the same father that I'm sure you can recall. Nathan, Luke, I have a great sense of humor. I joke around a lot. I play a lot. I was stern. I was strict, but in a good way. You probably don't remember being spanked a whole lot from me. And I'm not a yeller. I don't yell. You kids were well behaved. A couple of you were more of a challenge than others. You were a little more of a challenge than your older brother, but not as much as one of your younger brothers who had a very strong personality, but that's great. That's something to embrace. And I'll talk with them about that after March 30th, once they turn 14. But anyway, I don't know if you remember or not, but I used to take the four of you, you younger children. You would go to school at a different time than Nathan, so I would take him to school, come back home, and then I would take you to school, and we would play games on the way to school. There was a four-way stop at the end of Robinson Road and Highway 74 that we used to come to before making a left to go down to Stars Mill. And you children would get to sit in the front seat of the green Ford Excursion. I would drive, one of you would be in the passenger seat, and then the other three would be in the seat right behind us, the back seat. And what would happen is we would play these games because you would ride shotgun on Monday, Samantha would ride on Tuesday, Evan would ride on Wednesday, and Ethan on Thursday. That would leave Friday wide open. So we'd play these games Monday through Thursday, and whoever won during these games would get to ride in the front seat on Friday. And we'd play games like guess what color the car is to the right at the four-way stop. And you kids would all guess. And one of you would usually be right. If it's a white car, Evan gets 1 point. Then on Tuesday, we'd play another game. We used to also play these cassettes by Wiggles and The Bear in the Big Blue House and all these things. We would sing to them. And just crazy stuff, but we would have fun. As you got a little older, I remember the house in High Grove especially. Mr. Adams was our neighbor, and he'll remember this because he used to laugh, but you kids would just put on all of your elbow pads, your helmets, your knee pads, and the video's probably still around the house somewhere, but we would play what we called X Games. You kids had these Razor scooters, two-wheel little, no motor, just scooters, and we would take turns. I would ride Nathan's and you would ride yours. And it was just for little kids, you and your siblings, and we would video each other trying to see who could ride down the sidewalk the longest, and then we'd hit the grass and go into the pine straw little area that was there. No one ever got hurt, and we had a great time. We would also, for one Father's Day, your mom had you kids buy me this chimenea about this tall. I have one on property, but it's not right here. But anyway, it was a chimenea, and I would draw a chalk line and give you kids these pieces of stick, and you would throw them into the chimenea. And that was another thing we used to do. And then we would have races around the yard. And also I remember you especially loved running up and down the bleachers at Nathan's football practices. And it would be a time when we would go there, wait for Nathan to finish practice, you would play. You had a little buddy named Tucker that you met at a preschool at Stars Mill campus. But Tucker, and I'm sure he's still there, his brother, Matt, played football with Nathan. I think Matt went on to the University of Georgia, but I know Tucker's mom still works at your school. And y'all would just run up and down these bleachers and play, and we would just have a real fun time, and I would give you little assignments and running and games. You would do that, and I used to pay you because you were my night out. You would stay up later than anyone. And I would tuck you in bed, lay down next to you, I'd rub your stomach, and you would just want to talk, talk, talk. And I would have you rub my ears, which they're hard to miss, but you would rub my ears, and I would pay you a nickel. And then I'd pay you a quarter if you rubbed until I fell asleep. And you would negotiate with me once in a while and say, well, why don't you pay me a quarter if I rub them, and pay me 2 quarters if you fall asleep. So you were a good businessman, good negotiator. But we would do that. I don't know if you remember Buster. Buster's with a friend from church now named Mike. But Buster was the brown Dotson, the hot dog. And we used to call him a name that we'll cover some other time. But Buster would sit with me, and then you would sit right under my arm here. And we would watch TV at night because you would not go to sleep. And you probably recall I watched a lot of History Channel and ESPN. But there's just a lot of things, a lot of time I spent with you and your siblings. I was very involved. And I'm still the same dad. I still love you. I still want to spend time with you. I always have. I've made numerous calls to you, Luke. And, you know, we can talk about that face-to-face one day. If you ever choose to have contact with me, I will not broadcast that, oh, I'm talking to Luke. Oh, Luke told me this. Oh, Luke told me that. I won't do that. I understand you got your report card last week. I hope that went as you expected or better. And I just look forward to talking to you and hopefully one day holding you, being with you. And Nathan's visited down here, and I hope you can come down. It's very safe where I'm at. If you wouldn't be comfortable meeting me here, we could meet somewhere else, but that's further down the road. For right now, just remember, you can contact me, you can call me, you can email me. The information's on here. Your mom knows how to contact me. I love you very much. This whole parental alienation that's going on is not right. And hopefully one day we can get this resolved. But all the hate has to go away. Your mom's your mom. I've never said anything bad about her. Quite honestly, Luke, when she filed for divorce in 2005, I was very surprised. It was tough, but I never thought that it would call for the prevention on her part to keep you children from having contact with me. And I'm sorry. And I love you. And listen to your mom as far as the rules and all, but one thing that is not a rule, that is not true, that is not right, is that you cannot have contact with me. Yes, you can. Legally, ethically, and it's just a right thing. I love you. Look forward to speaking with you. Your grandparents love you. Ask about you all the time. And I know they would love to hear from you as well. Take care of yourself. And I look forward to sending the next video. I've got to look at this now so I can turn it off. But I'll go wide again so you can, there. That's pretty fancy. I love you, Luke. Have a good day.